It's time to separate the people that know the score from the people that don't know the truth. Number 7. Half-Life was overrated and Half-Life 2 was terrible. Why did you like Half-Life? Go find a mirror and heed Michael Jackson's advice and take a long, hard look at yourself. You know, because he did that song. Smooth Criminal. I'll tell you what will happen. You'll feel ashamed. You'll feel small. You'll feel like you let your family down. You bought into the 1998 hype, just as you did with the rest of the garbage that year, like Gran Turismo, Metal Gear Solid and Resident Evil 2. Half-Life's only trick was to make sure a lot of flash, bang and whizzle happened as you walked forward, amazed at what you were seeing. You barely did anything, apart from commit some crimes with a crowbar. Thank the modern day for Call of Duty, teaching you chufters some discipline. Number 6. You love Gordon Freeman and he didn't even speak. How can you adore someone who's too much of a coward to speak up? Beaker from the Muppets had more to say. Freeman spends the entire game meekly doing the bidding of every idiot who barks orders at him. The man's a maggot, and so are you. Go and find a new hero. Preferably one that can cut a promo and not stand there like some jobber with a goatee.
That's the old passage to Ravenholm. We don't go there anymore.
Say something! Freeman, stop being so rude! Number 5. You're wasting your life away for something that may never happen. How long do you wait for a bus? If it's 8 years, you're a chuffing idiot. And who relies on the government for public transport anyway? Not me. I'm a real man with a real car who drives it on real roads. Where Half-Life is concerned, you jabronis do mental gymnastics to show that because Gabe Newell left his house at 3 p.m. on March 3rd, we should all expect Half-Life 3 to be announced at the next big gaming convention. It's not gonna happen, and even if it does, you had nothing to do with it. You're barely responsible for anything, apart from filling government coffers with your bus fare. Number 4. G-Man. Imagine I wrote a novel about a dog that started off as a normal dog, but by the end of the novel was the President of the United States. I never explained how it happened. I never explained why it happened. The dog just jumped from beloved family pet to leader of the free world. You'd shit all over me, the book, and the dog, and rightfully so. An author needs to respect their readership. And yet Half-Life couldn't give two chuffs whether you morons are in the know or not. Every time Valve needs to fill in a plot hole they know is bigger than the sun, they wheel out G-Man to paper over the cracks. What a pile of shit! Does Marcus Phoenix exist merely to explain story? No, he doesn't. He's there to chainsaw the Locust Horde into dust. I'll tell you who the real G-Man is. Me, as in Gym Man. A man that goes to the gym. Now stop being plebs and go and do some deadlifts. Number 3. It was meant to be Half-Life 2 Episode 3, not Half-Life 3. Back when you were even more of a baby than you are now, persistent carrot danglers Valve promised you that you'd have Half-Life 2 Episode 3 before Christmas 2007. The next game isn't even meant to be Half-Life 3, you chuffing loincloths. And look at the dates. Maybe I'm putting 2 and 2 together and making Ric Flair. But my vibrating deltoids are telling me something. And trust me, they're never wrong. By Christmas 2007, Gears of War had been out for a whole year. A real game, about a real war, for real men. I bet Gabe Newell played it and went, listen boys and girls, we've been outclassed. We can't do this Half-Life stuff anymore. So let's just be a shop. Number 2. This weight has been responsible for conspiracy theories. Area 51 is not full of aliens. Bret Hart did get screwed by Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Conspiracy theories are for idiots, except the one about the moon. All this hanging around has convinced people to continually look for reasons why Half-Life 3 does and doesn't exist. The fact of the matter is right in front of your eyes. It's not happening. Why? Because it hasn't happened. Number 1. You won't like it anyway. Even if Half-Life 3 was released tomorrow, you'd still find something you didn't like about it. Gordon Freeman has a new haircut. Wah! It's not using the same source engine. Wah! It is using the same source engine. Wah! There's literally nothing Valve can do that will appease you, which means at this point waiting around for it is like waiting around for a punch to the face. And if you want a punch in the face, I will happily punch your face.